eyes are open. Your eyes are open.
Today we head home from the hospital.
Can you help?
Okay.
Going in the car seat.
The straps are like the size of her body. Look at you. Thank you. You ready for the adventure?
I'm ready.
Hello. So what's going on, guys? We are headed home from the hospital with our new baby girl, Aylin May Clouk. I don't know if you can see that. We actually were at the hospital one extra day between her birthday and today. Kind of nervous. She's gonna meet her 3 older sibling huskies today, and I have no idea how it's gonna work out, but hopefully we took enough precautions and she does all right with them. Hi, get in the smells. There you go. Sierra. Hey, Sierra, you need to smell this, Sierra. Getting a good smell there? So Abby's gonna go in now by herself. Let them smell her and say hi to her, because they haven't seen her in 3 days. They saw me yesterday. All right, so next step is for me to come in with the baby. All right, here we go. Hi. No. Off. Well, now they seem uninterested, which is probably a good thing. Hi. No. Off. They're far less interested in her than they. Well, what's that? Good job, Lacey. Good job, Jackson. So that was a few days ago. This is, I think, our 4th day home with Aylin. Doing great. But there's something that I didn't tell you guys. So last week I had a video where I told you guys the big news that I was gonna be having a project car here on the channel and that it would be coming in about a week. I told you that the delivery day was May 30th. Now, if you're paying attention, you probably realize that May 30th has already passed. And we were actually in the hospital on that day, but it came early. It didn't come on the 30th, it came on the 29th, which was the day after our baby was born. And so I came home from the hospital just to take delivery of the car, and I'm gonna show it to you guys today. So for a long time, I've told you guys that I really wanted to get an E46 M3 again, because that's one of the cars that I used to have that I really, really wanna own again. So that's what a lot of you probably thought that I was gonna get. I'm gonna tell you now that's not what I got. I did look for them, but there's a lot of cars that I could potentially get. So I had a long list of cars that I've been looking for. But at the end of the day, I knew I wanted to build a drift car. Now, of course, you can't be a real YouTuber unless you have a drift car, and the E46 really isn't probably the best solution for a drift car, not the cheapest, and not the easiest to work on. And I would just feel bad getting an E46 and just trashing it on the track, because that's what I want to do. I wanted to get a car that I would not have to worry about learning on and worry about it getting completely ruined. So I started making a list of cars that could be good options. Mustangs, because I used to own actually 2 different Mustang GTs, 350Zs, 240s, S2000s, and a company actually made this really easy for me in finding a perfect car as a project and something that I would not be afraid to mess around with on a track. And that company is Dash Hub. If you don't know about Dash Hub, they're a website that give people like you and me, just average consumers, access to the car and vehicle auctions that up until now really have only been available to dealers. If you go on their website, you can check out cars, you can check out motorcycles, ATVs, jet skis, RVs, pretty much any vehicle that you could imagine being an auction, they have on their website. If you watch Do It With Dan or Chase on 2 Wheels, you might have seen that they've partnered with Dash Hub recently, Dan with his Harley build series and Chase with his Ducati rebuild series. And many months ago, Dash Hub contacted me to see if there was some way that we could work together on a series. And I told Dash Hub, I don't want to do another bike right now, but I do want to do a car. So guys over there, we're really excited for it, and that's what we've been trying to do. For the past few months, I've been searching for cars on their website, see what would work well, and last week, out of the blue, they found something that would work. We had to jump on it real fast, and that is what I'm gonna show you guys today, the car that we're gonna be working on in this project build. So if you wanna check them out, there's a link to Dash Hub down in the description. Awesome website, go check it out. It's really cool, and I can guarantee that you guys are gonna spend a lot of time just browsing on what they got available, and maybe even getting yourself a project bike or project car to work on. So thanks to Dash Hub, because without them, I would not have this car right now, and we would not be able to start this awesome build. So as mentioned, the day after our baby was born, I came home and took delivery of the car.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Oh, there's gonna be the project.
All right.
It's obviously needs some work, but it works.
Yeah, you drove it.
You drove it. That's all that matters right now. I literally came home just to pick up, or rather, accept delivery of the car. 1995 Nissan 240SX. I'm so freaking stoked for this. As you can tell, it needs a lot of work, but it's gonna be epic. So as I mentioned, it is a 1995 Nissan 240SX. It needs some TLC, it definitely needs some help, but we are not trying to make this a pristine, great, outstanding condition daily driver. And that's one of the things that I wasn't positive on when I started looking for the cars. I didn't know what I was gonna end up with, so I didn't wanna just like set myself in one mindset for what I wanted to do with the build. I didn't know if I wanted it to be like a daily driver with track abilities, or if I wanted it to be just straight track and like nothing else. But with this car, it's definitely gonna be a dedicated track focused build. Probably gonna be gutting the entire interior and getting rid of all that junk, making things look nicer there. You guys know I like grinding, so I'll probably end up grinding everything down and having it resprayed. Let me show you this interior. So yeah, the door panels, not great. Not even really sitting in there nicely. The car has been, and this is crazy. I'm not sure how many of these panels are actually original. Roof dented up, along with almost all of the panels has been repainted with like a paintbrush. Let me show you the other side. It's a little bit easier to see over here. Look at this. That was definitely painted on with a paintbrush. The red here, this is not original. The original color is the blue-green color that they have for this car, and let me show you. It's easiest to see underneath the rear seat. So you can see that color right there. That was the original color, kind of a blue-green. You can kind of see it in the door panels as well. But then it looks like it was resprayed with something else. Panels were replaced. That door doesn't close well. I think the doors were replaced because the key doesn't turn these. The other thing it doesn't turn is the trunk. So, yeah, as you can tell, this is black, and it looks like original black for whatever this came off of. I imagine the front bumper was also replaced, because you can see that was red and then painted over and wrecked, and the hood was wrapped in this really awful fake carbon fiber wrap job. I'll open this up for you guys, and you can see that the hood is originally red, so I assume that panel and the hood came off the same car. It does have the stock motor. So really the only thing that I wanted to make sure was good with the car was rust, which I haven't found yet, but I haven't stripped everything down, so who knows if we find a little bit of rust here and there. The other thing was that it runs. We'll probably take it out for a drive tomorrow or the next day just to see how it actually is on the street, but from my guess, the previous owner used this on the track, just replaced panels as needed, but it ran, and that's all they needed it for. And I don't want to give you guys the idea that I'm not gonna try to make this good condition. I'm just not worried about making it daily drive, like comfort level good condition. So as you can see here, this is the stock KA motor. Looks like they had the headers wrapped. I think it has a straight pipe exhaust. I didn't look closely yet. That does look like it is completely straight piped. I don't see a cat in there at all. It doesn't sound the best. We'll see what we'll do with that. It was definitely let sit for a while somewhere. You can see there's some sort of tree debris deposits in the seats. There's no center console radio going on here. I think that might have been one of the things. I don't know if it was stripped out or if it was stolen. It has a salvage title. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what they really claimed the loss as, but I don't see that it would be that difficult to claim this as a loss given the condition that it's in. Again, it's gonna be a track car. We don't need it to be in great condition, we just need it to run. It does smell like my dad's 1995 Corolla though. It does smell a little funky, but I haven't driven it yet. I just know that it does indeed drive. Dash is cracked up here, but otherwise seems in decent condition. Haven't decided if that's gonna get stripped out or not. I wanna see if there's like dash replacements, not like from another car, but like an actual aftermarket replacement for like track. That may have to be something that's just like custom built. I'm not really crazy on the color here. It's like a weird faded blue. I want to strip the entire interior and basically get this down to nothing, just the essentials, and make it look clean. I don't need it to be factory condition, nice dash, carpets and everything. As you can tell, the carpet is not great either. I'm excited. It's obviously gonna be a pretty serious endeavor. Those of you who have watched a lot of my videos know that I originally was a car guy. I didn't start off like as a kid being hardcore into motorcycles and not cars. Cars were like my thing. I was obsessed with cars. Like any kid that grew up in the early 2000s, I was a huge fan of the Fast and Furious movies, huge fan of the Need for Speed Underground series, and so I've always wanted to do drifting, but it hasn't been until recently, because of other YouTubers, that I've seen just how, not obtainable, but realistic it is for someone to actually get into the scene, get into the community of drifting, and try it out for themselves. So that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to be bogged down or limited by a car that I was afraid to take on the track. I'm just really excited. Now, I don't pretend to know a lot about actually working on cars. I pretty much know nothing. The extent of my knowledge of working on cars has been just bolt-ons on some of the cars that I've owned thus far. I've never done a ground up rebuild, restoration, or anything of that sort on a car. This is gonna be that learning car. And I'm gonna be turning to you guys for help, suggestions, ideas, recommendations on working on this, on parts to get for it, on routes to go with the build. You guys are probably gonna be more involved with this build than anything that we've done on this channel so far. This is brand new to me. I don't know a whole lot. So I'm excited. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. If you wanna help support me in the videos that we make and do more with this build, I got a Patreon page that you can check out the link for down in the description. But I just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys wanna help us do more with this. So let me know what you guys think of the car that I picked up. Huge thanks again to Dash Hub, and I'm really excited to see what we do. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's any companies that you want me to work with on the build, anything specific that you want me to do with the build, any routes that we should go with it. I know I want to do a track day with the car before we do anything with it, just to get used to it, see what it's like, see how it performs. So that is priority number one. But as I mentioned, today is the fourth day? I think it's the fourth day that we've been home with our new baby girl. Chilling out right now, sleeping. Also, check this out. This was a little onesie that a subscriber sent. It's Star Wars with a baby, you can't really see it, baby Darth Vader and baby Yoda on it. But yeah, if you want to send me anything, that came to my P.O. box not too long ago. Tomorrow though, I want to take that 240 out, see how it drives. It's got no title, it's got no license plate, it's got no registrations, it's salvage. That thing can't go on the road. But we're gonna drive it anyways because I want to and because I need to. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited as I am to see this build. I think I want to have it as just like a completely gutted track focused car and just worry about performance and things like that, but who knows? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below and hit that like button if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow.